We speak on some of the greatest high school football players to ever come out of East Texas. And while Earl Campbell and Patrick Mahomes, well, they're the first two names that may come to the front of your mind. But, well, there's another great East Texas athlete who, well, when his final snap is played, it will go down as one of the greatest running backs in National Football League history. But if you ask Palestine native Adrian Peterson, well, he's got plenty of snaps left in him. With more on Peterson's return to the backfield, here's our Ashley Moore.
Long before he would be a record-setting NFL running back, Adrian Peterson started right here in Beast, Texas. Palestine, to be exact.
Beautiful day in Palestine.
Peterson garnered national attention in 2003, which was his senior year of high school, where he rushed for nearly 3,000 yards and scored 32 touchdowns in that Wildcat uniform. And according to current Palestine head coach Lance Angel, he still has a lasting impact even now in 2021.
You know, there's always players and people in the community still talk about him, and a lot of our players that I've been able to coach here in my 7 years have some relation to the Peterson family. So I know some of our players have gone and worked out with him in the summertime when he's in Houston. So there's still a big connection between Palestine ISD and Adrian Peterson.
But Peterson doesn't just get back to the players.
Giving back to, my community, my true fans. So, supporting them and, showing them that, hey, I got your back as well. I feel like it's the least I can do.
After high school, Peterson's next stop would be Oklahoma, where he was all Big 12 3 times before being drafted by the Minnesota Vikings in the 2007 NFL Draft. Now, at the time, he was being compared to another legendary East Texas back. You may know him as the great Earl Campbell. But who really knew what he would become? Last Sunday, the Tennessee Titans suffered a massive blow. The NFL's leading rusher and Tennessee's offensive cheat code, Derrick Henry, will now miss 6 to 8 weeks due to a broken foot. So, who do you call? You call someone with a similar style, at least in terms of production. And when you look around at active available backs in the league, only one name comes to mind: Adrian Peterson, an East Texas alum who just happens to be a 7-time Pro Bowl running back who led the NFL in rushing 3 different seasons, the last being in 2015. But we can't forget about 2012. Adrian Peterson had just returned from a season-ending injury, an ACL tear, where he then led the Vikings in one of the greatest comebacks of all time, rushing for over 2,000 yards and crowned the NFL's most valuable player. He's also one of only 8 players in NFL history to run for at least 2,000 yards in a season. Another name on that list, Derrick Henry. Suitable, right? Well, Peterson is 36 years old, and this will be his 15th season in the league, where, according to ESPN, the average career span is less than 3.5 years. So, 6 teams, 15 seasons, and no sign of ending just yet.
The stories about how hard a worker he was and what a great young man he was around the school and the time that he spent here, it's a great example for young men to follow.
Inducted into the Texas High School Football Hall of Fame back in 2019, Peterson's next stop will be Nashville, the Music City. But we all know where his last stop will be: Canton, Ohio, in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. Reporting from Beast, Texas, the origin of some of the greatest athletes of all time, I'm Ashley Moore.
And thank you, Ashley, for that. Now, Adrian Peterson, currently the 5th leading rusher in NFL history in that 2012 season she mentioned. Well, when it comes to rushing yards, well, the 2nd highest single season total in NFL history. And just because he's old, don't be fooled by that. It's not like he's got those old bones. He will still gladly run over you and take a couple linebackers and members of the secondary to the house. He had a play a few years ago when he was with Washington. It was like a 70-yard burst, and you're like, oh, there's no way he's going to outrun these safeties and cornerbacks, and boom, he was gone.
Meanwhile, we're walking into the station, we're like,
basically,
oh,
my back hurts. I'm 26. He's got 10 years on me. But
yeah.
No, I'm really looking forward to watching him play. We don't know if he's going to be suiting up this Sunday against the Los Angeles Rams, which, regardless if he plays or not, it's going to be a fantastic game. But definitely he's going to have to carry the load with Derrick Henry sidelined for the next 6 to 8 weeks. And there's some people that think Henry's season is over, but nonetheless, we're going to look forward to watching Big AP back in the NFL.
That we will. Thanks, Johnny. We'll see you.